Now, let me explain to you in more detail about the social rationale of these consumption rules. From social perspective, consumptions should be awarded to morally superior people in order to stimulate the pursuit of virtue among all society members. In addition, this arrangement also serves to maintain the steadiness of different social segments and contentment of being where they are. So, what's the rationale for that? Well, basically, all are born equal is a theory, but that all are not equal is a fact. So, the superior man should occupy the high positions, and the common man should be content with lower position. Accordingly, those who occupy the high position should enjoy a high living standard, and those who stay in the lower position should content themselves with lower living standard. But human nature is such that people like luxurious lifestyle, beautiful clothes, and delicacies. When we dream at night, the chances are that we dream about those things as well. So our desire for material pleasure is as natural as water flowing down the streams. The ancient sages describe human nature as a human desire as an abyss. Now, because it is impossible to fill an abyss of desire to full, rights of consumption or rule of consumption is therefore needed to limit people's desire within a certain boundary, a safe boundary. The current problem is the lower virtue group can use everything which is used by the superior virtue group. What's the consequence of that? Well, everybody pursues the material consumption and there is no respect for their authority. Therefore, in order to restore social harmony, it is necessary to award high virtue group with full recognition and some privilege. The canon of history records that chariots and robes are conferred according to their services. Who will then dare not to cultivate a humble virtue? Who will dare not to respond to you with reverence? What does that mean? Well, this means that the consumption standard is awarded based on virtue and service to the society. So under this particular system, personal cultivation is the only passport, if you like, to a higher living standard. Very interestingly, the concept is echoed by Nassau William Senior, the English economist during the 19th century. In his book, Political Economy, 1854, Senior said the following: "We do not, of course, mean it to be inferred that all personal expenditure beyond mere necessaries is necessarily unproductive. The duties of those who fill the higher ranks in society can seldom be well performed unless they conciliate the respect of the vulgar by a certain display of opulence." Therefore, the purpose of having a system of virtue-based social distinction is to assign people with different consumption pattern and let virtue be the sole driver, the only driver of consumption uplift. Now, without such recognition and privilege, the higher virtue group will be completely ignored and the society will gradually fall into chaos.